In the world of friends, everything is crazy. If he calls Old Wu's friend, do you think they can recognize Old Wu? Charlie found a mysterious lady. The lawyer approached and handed him a check. The inheritance paperwork was done. But Charlie had a thought this can't end so easily, so he dragged the lady into the living. In front of everyone, Charlie told Old Three, "Your comedy act ends here." He was pondering why the guy at the cliff was missing a leg. "The answer is in this picture," Charlie said confidently. "If you're really Old Wu, you should be missing a leg," the lawyer chimed in. "You're such a buzzkill." Old Three raised his hand to shush the lawyer, then dramatically propped his leg up on the table like he was about to do magic. Then, he pretended to apologize by tapping the table. Charlie swaggered over to the bookshelf, picked up the sharp trophy, turned back to Old Three with a smirk, as if teasing a grand reveal. Old Three's scheme was exposed. The second sister quickly called the police. They arrived swiftly. Fingerprint matching was just done. "The guy at the cliff isn't Old Three," Charlie confirmed with a nod. Old Three was literally lying on the ground, and another comedy act. Black Bull reclaimed his inheritance, planning to buy the entire bonfire and invite Charlie to run it, but Charlie had other plans in mind. He wanted a change of scenery, carelessly pointed at the map, muttering, "Next stop, the high-end talent hub USAGCD. Florida, 7 years ago," depicting the past scene. Sister Lan had just wrapped up a home invasion case, excited as if she received the Oscar invitation from the Florida Police. This award honors outstanding Florida police, and Sister Lan was nominated for Best of the Year. Unbelievable. The award ceremony was lively, and Sister Lan wasn't too keen at first, but the award winner, Joe, caught her out holding a little alligator. He looked foolish, and she was filled with shock, unable to believe she had lost to such a dimwit. Moreover, that guy's hairstyle was truly unbearable to look at. His flat hair made him look lifeless, so folks try the Jishenju No. Zero hair mud it'll give you a fresh. The pump design saves your wrist, making it easy and quick. Combine it with its Nenny-style gel for effortless style selection. Perfect for hot summers, just a swipe for short hair, and a rub for long hair. You'll achieve a light and natural look. Intense hair dries fluffy, in 30s, ideal style, all easy. If you look lifeless up top, just style it with Jishenchuan. Now, 7 years later, Joe had become a super internet celebrity. After finishing feeding cookies, he started selling energy pills. This guy had won the best police officer in Florida for 7 consecutive. Sister Lan was nominated every year but couldn't help being called the bad guy. She claimed she didn't want that title anymore. She was steaming with frustration when someone asked, "Hey, can you handle my case? I'm bleeding over here." Sister Lam rushed into her boss office. Once again nominated this year, she vowed to end the idiot 7-point award. They even set up a special anti-drug booth, loaded with real drugs. After a photographer snapped some photos, Sister Lan noticed a shiny trophy. She hurried over just in time to catch sight of the title Little Fish, and to her surprise, Joe suddenly popped up. "Won this year. It can't be him again, right?" Sister Lan slowly raised the Best Officer trophy, engraved with Joe's name. Suddenly, an evil idea popped into her head, and Sister Lan sneakily entered the makeup room. This was Joe's room, where the once tiny alligator had grown into a giant. Sister Lan opened the medicine cabinet. This wasn't what the video claimed. There was a bunch of stuff in the cabinet. She returned to the award ceremony, casually asking her, "Absolutely, just monitor the dosage." He even helped write down the dosage. Sister Lam went back to the makeup room, launching into a wild operation. She mixed the alligator's laxative into Joe's stimulant, and just as she finished, Joe walked in, and they subtly greeted each other. Sister Lan softly noted, "You look a bit tired." Joe immediately whipped out an energy pill and gulped it down. The room filled with an announcement. The award ceremony was about to start. "Nominees, please gather quickly." Joe was ready to head out. Suddenly, he felt sick to his stomach. "Come on. Hurry." Or Sister Lam posed something was right. She hurriedly opened the door, finding Joe collapsed on the floor. Checking his pulse, he had no heartbeat. She pulled out the note her colleague wrote 90 milligrams, right? But then she realized something was off. She mixed it up 0.6 milligrams. Sister Lam panicked. If this got traced back, the consequences would be dire. In her moment of contemplation, she returned to the other room, rummaging through the stimulant bottle, preparing to execute a terrifying plan. Sister Lan first bought a pack of cookies. Joe had mentioned in a video that this was the little alligator's favorite. Just lure the little guy to the bath. Unfortunately, the little alligator showed no interest in its master. Sister Lan dashed to the booth for ice. In a hurry, she rushed back and swiftly stuffed the ice up into the nose of the little alligator. Charlie pointed his finger at Florida, precisely at a wildlife preservation center. The person in charge thought Charlie was alright and asked if he could help with a little task. Charlie loves helping. The person in charge pulled out his phone. They had Joe in their sights for recklessly feeding drugs to alligators, bordering on cruelty. But they couldn't show their faces as local folks, so they asked Charlie to help liberate the little alligator. Charlie swiftly agreed, and the event arrived at the day of the Oscar Awards. Charlie masqueraded as a server, sneaking into the event. Upon entering, he was stunned. Why so many cops? The alligator duck was quacking.